Hey there everyone, it's Aaron here from Push Square with Liam Croft's review of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced, the Xbox title that has finally made its way to PS5. Let's see if it's worth checking out in our full PS5 review. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is a game that's not particularly good in a traditional sense, yet it still is worth playing through. Picking up where the 2017 original left off, it's a sequel that doubles down on the best and worst features of that first experience, leaning into cinematic storytelling, outstanding visuals, and unique sound design. The graphical and auditory experience makes developer Ninja Theory an industry leader in its distinct field.
Stop shaking, she will take you!
You'll struggle to find many other PS5 titles that look and sound better than this. However, those standout elements only go so far when the act of actually playing the game is so rudimentary. Hellblade 2 bridges the gap between its cutscenes with a lot of walking, bad puzzles, and basic combat. As an overall package, it makes for an incredibly uneven experience. Senua returns in the lead role for a follow-up that explores her battles with psychosis and her efforts to free her people from slavery by journeying to the Viking homeland of Iceland. Shipwrecked on the shore, she makes a prisoner of one Viking and has him guide her to their leader. With just 6 hours of content, even accounting for finding all of the collectibles, the plot quickly develops and introduces companion characters carrying tales of giants and the hidden folk. Or does it? Leaving much to interpretation, the game embraces the hallucinations and internal voices that Senua experiences to the point where you're never sure what's real and what's not. Characters fade in and out of existence, and the environments shift and change with the sweep of a camera. This is a good thing, by the way, for the title's unreliability adds suspense and intensity to sequences that would otherwise have Senua simply stroll through the countryside. As mentioned, the sound design is superb. Internal voices will whisper in your ears, bouncing between your headphones and offering commentary on Senua's actions.
Past is never past.
Extremely unnerving, you're constantly kept on edge, even in the most unassuming scenes. It's an extra layer that's desperately needed, as the moment-to-moment gameplay of this title is detrimentally basic. Actually playing the game and not just taking in its beautiful vistas and unsettling audio consists of walking, solving simple puzzles, and sword fights. These are the crux that make up many PS5 experiences, but they're sorely lacking in Hellblade 2. Returning from Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice are the symbol puzzles, where you must search the immediate area to find objects that can line up at a specific angle to form the shape blocking your path. They're joined now by a new puzzle that involves collecting orbs from pedestals accessed by changing the environment around you. Both types prove so easy to solve that they're hardly worth classing as puzzles in the first place. When you're close to a symbol, the focus feature will automatically snap your camera to the solution. Then collecting orbs is as simple as shape-shifting a single piece of terrain. The combat system doesn't fare any better either. Senua has a standard and heavy attack, and you can block and dodge enemy strikes. She finds a mirror, charged by landing blows on the enemy, that allows her to slow down time and get an easy kill. While many encounters will feature multiple combatants, the camera always fixates on a single enemy, turning every contest into a one-on-one duel. Despite the fact some enemies have different appearances, every single battle, from the moment you pick up the mirror in the second chapter through to the final boss, plays out exactly the same. The repetitive nature grates further on the overall offering, making it more of a chore to play the further in you are. There comes a point where the game's simplest prompt to plainly walk through its beautiful scenery becomes the best thing about it. From the sweeping camera pans of the Icelandic environments to the individual rocks placed on either side of the linear path, the game is only rivaled by Death Stranding 2 as one of the prettiest games available on the PS5. PS5. Its landscapes are jaw-dropping, its lighting system shines in cave systems with only a flame to find your way, and its characters impress with strong performances and visual design. It's just a shame to be presented with such a stunning world only for there to be so little to actually do in it. Consequently, the base game is a disappointment, but one with something to offer, and perhaps even appreciate. Its gameplay will never satisfy, though the visual splendour and absorbing auditory experience will. Melina Jurgens as Senua once again provides a phenomenal performance, and strong haptic feedback on the DualSense controller support ties to the protagonist's internal voices back into your controller's rumblings. It means that in a rare role reversal, Hellblade 2 is at its best across all the factors that don't require you to properly play it. Rounding out the package are the extra modes and technical updates that Ninja Theory has included in the new Enhanced Edition for PS5, which arrives after 15 months of Xbox console exclusivity. The original release ran at 30 frames per second on the Xbox Series X and S, but this upgraded version now offers a steady 60 frames per second performance mode on both base PS5 and PS5 Pro. Our playthrough on the latter system, that's what you're watching here today, PS5 Pro footage, was conducted using this new mode, and it proves to be an extremely smooth, satisfying experience. This is the optimal way to play with no frame rate drops in sight. The other additions are a developer commentary and a new Dark Rot mode, which follows through on the warning that the first game came with. In Senua's Sacrifice, the game told you that if you died enough times, a dark rot would consume Senua's body, and you'd have to start your playthrough over from the beginning. This was a double bluff. The dark rot never actually took over, no matter how many times you died. In Hellblade 2, this optional mode makes that warning a reality. On an increased difficulty mode beyond hard, you're allowed to die just 3 times, and on the 4th death, your save data is wiped and you have to start over from the beginning. This mode, along with the developer commentary, is only unlocked after completing the base game, with good reason. It's absolutely brutal. We never managed to make it past the second chapter in our attempt. The combat remains incredibly bland, but at least the Dark Rot mode adds considerably more tension to it. So, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced is more enjoyable as a visual and auditory experience than it is to actually play. Even with new modes and a smooth 60 frames per second performance that the new Enhanced Edition provides, the Ninja Theory sequel fails on 2 fronts: bad puzzles and repetitive combat. Despite that, you'll never play anything else quite like Hellblade 2. The game's very unique approach to the sensory side of video games is exquisite. It just about warrants playing entirely because of that. We're giving Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced Edition a 6 out of 10. Thank you for sticking around for our review of Hellblade 2. Let me know if you plan to pick this game up down in the comments below, and while you're there, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation video content just like this. Anyway, until next time, I've been Aaron, and this has been Push Square.